Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for watching. That's the face. In this episode, I'm going to look at the Suzuki Gsx600f 9396 combo, the first and the last in one. So a little bit of update before I say anything about the bike. My daily bike is gone, the Joker is gone, and the donor bike for the second generation is gone. All are gone. So she's gonna be promoted back to the daily bike position again, and she's gonna be much more used from now on. She was standing now for a little bit longer period, so I'm gonna check the brakes because I feel they are not really smooth as they should. It feels like the pistons are sticking out, so I'm just gonna loose up the calipers and gonna clean them. And because the long standing, I just noticed she's leaking some fuel around the petcock that I'm gonna check. And the bigger thing is I'm gonna swap the fairing with the red head, so she's gonna be the full red, the full the red forks, the red wheels, and the red fairing, red seat, and everything. And because of the damaged tank, I'm gonna get the tank as well from the red head to her, or maybe gonna keep her, I'm not sure yet. And I get a replacement tank for the other bike. It also has some damages here and there, but that I gonna fix and gonna paint her black to have a complete set. But unfortunately somebody did try to prevent the rust, and they did coat the inner side of the tank with something which is unfortunately not resistant for the fuel. So it's the fuel started to solve it, and in the bottom, I don't know how much is visible, it's already loosed up. So that means I have to flash it. I'm gonna put back the petcock what I got with, and then gonna fill up with some fuel. Gonna turn it around a few times to be sure the fuel gonna pick it up this paint from the inner side. It's quite unfortunate, but you cannot do a lot. So, and the next thing is the new owner of the other bike who got it. She is part of my riding group, and she does not like the stock exhaust. And then we got a deal. She's gonna come back later, and we're gonna swap the exhaust and the carbs. So now I'm gonna undress her, gonna take off this exhaust and the carburetor. And meanwhile I'm gonna take care of the petcock, and when she's gonna come, gonna do the same from her bike, and we're gonna swap the exhaust and the carb. And the other thing is these mirrors are longer, so it's really hard to me to get through the door. So I'm going to ask her to swap mirrors as well, but that's gonna be different. So now let's undress her, take off the tank, check the petcock, and then start to take off the exhaust and the carbs. I did turn the tank a little bit on the side, and this is the material what was coated with, but here is something which is already solved by the fuel, and this is some kind of brownish thing. I think it's not gonna take too long to dissolve this thing. It's gonna need some time. I hope they didn't do too thick layer. I'm not gonna make me regret this purchase. So let's put like the petcock and then fill up with some fuel. Now I added some fuel, so gonna let it for a few days probably to see what's gonna be with the inner paint. So let's move on. Now she's undressed. Most of the covers are down, only the front fender is missing yet. But now I have better access to the tank and to see what is the problem with the petcock. Unfortunately, this clip does not hold strong enough to hold the petcock, and there the leakage is. So it seems I have to replace the complete petcock. Luckily I have a spare, so it's not gonna take too much time. And now I have a really easy thing with the exhaust. Now I can fit them, I can grab them much easily. So I have here a few bolts and the one in the back actually, and then that part is going to be completed quite quick. Now the old petcock is off. As you can see, it's collected a lot of dirt, so it has probably some leakages. This is my spare, so I'm just gonna put on the filter, put it back, and this part is gonna be almost done. When it's back, I'm just gonna put in some fuel and then gonna see if it's leaking or not, and then I can keep going further with the bike. So let's put it back. Now the petcock is on. I added some fuel. So far looks so good. I hope it's gonna stay like this. And what I forgot to mention, of course, because it's gonna be a daily ride, she will receive a phone holder, and planning some longer rides in this year, so she's going to receive a box as well, a helmet holder. And now because the rear side is exposed, I'm gonna put on the plates only, which is gonna hold the box itself, and then the box is gonna go on later. The phone holder went really quick, the same like the other one under this bolt, and the top I'm not gonna work with the electricity yet. I'm gonna do it later. And I got busy with the box holder, but unfortunately it seems it's just a rip-off because it does not fit. According to the drawings, it should fit for the 600 and the 750 as well, and supposed to go here, which is one spot, and another one is this one, but it's definitely not going. And yeah, I'm not really happy with it, and I couldn't find any extra adapter which could make it work. So to be honest, I'm really pissed off and feel disappointed. So I think I'm gonna contact the seller to complain about it. So let it for now, and then now finally I'm gonna take off the exhaust. So now the exhaust is off and the bike is here, the owner as well. So now I'm gonna take it apart, gonna take off the lights and the fairing, and she agreed to change the mirrors, luckily, yay! So I can fit easier on the door. So let's get the job started. So work is progress. Now the double exhaust is off, the single exhaust is on, and everything is hooked up. The carb's already on, and she's busy to fix the side panel. It had a huge crack on the side, so now it's gonna be fixed as well. And now everything hooked up, so we're gonna make a test start to see no any leakage whatsoever. Everything is on the right place, everything hooked up well. So let's start. That's the face.
Happy, happy.
Happy, happy. It seems to be working. We're gonna let it for a while to see everything is well, and then we're gonna put back the rest of it. So the job is complete. We have a happy new owner, and she's gonna enjoy her bike. And when I'm gonna have time, I'm gonna put back together the exhaust and the other bike. So that's it for the episode, guys. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, see you in the next one. Bye bye.